This video is for you if you are buying plants online for the first time and don't know what to do after you unbox them. I'm Anne Matthew from Geeks of Green, and do subscribe to this channel if you love plants as much as we do. I have made this video based on the number of questions I get asked about what to do right after you get a new plant home. And before we get into it, I'll quickly remind you to follow me on Instagram for planty interactions and also hit the bell icon to be part of our notification squad so that you can participate in our monthly giveaways. Check the description to know more. I also have launched the Geeks of Green store. We have just started off with a few ceramic pots that we have handpicked. So you can go and check that out. If you want to check that out, I will leave the link of our website in the description down below. Do go and check that out, please. Today we talk only about what to do after we get a batch of plants we have bought online. We will start with a few tips that will help you before you go out and order your plants. First tip, know what you buy. Since you are ordering online, you will know what you are buying. Don't always believe the seller to give you the right name. Always recheck to see if the plant you are getting is exactly that plant. For example, there are many sellers selling Senecio macroglossus as English ivy on many sites, and they are two very different plants and their care is also very different. So it is important to check what you are getting. If it is difficult to ID a particular plant, you can always reach out to the plant community. Point 2, research. The internet is full of information about plants and plant care. Find reliable resources and research what your plant needs before you even buy it so that you have a better chance at keeping it alive. Third point, choose your plants wisely. Depending on where you live and the conditions in your home, choose your plants. For example, I wouldn't buy a sun loving plant unless I have a plan to give it what it needs in my north facing balcony in the form of a grow light or something that I can provide it with. If you hail from a dry location, think twice about the humidity needs of a calathea before buying one. Also, remember to keep in mind the season that you are buying your plants at. I wouldn't buy succulents in the summer, and I would never pick calatheas in winter. Check your plants. It is important that you check your plants thoroughly, root to tip. It has happened with me more than once that the plant I bought didn't have any healthy roots, resulting in their death no matter what I did. So check your plant, and if you find any issue, try your best to rectify it. Record and report. As you unwrap your plants, keep your phone handy to record if you have got any plants that are sickly or diseased. You must record such problems and share it with the seller. Most good sellers will rectify their errors and send you a replacement, or they might even refund you for that plant. Wash your plants. It is best to gently wash your plants under a tap. This serves two purposes. They get a quick drink, and it also washes off any pests or mold that has been hiding on the leaves or under the leaves. In case the soil in the pot is already wet, then be careful not to get the soil even more wet as you might end up overwatering your plant. So be careful when you're washing it then. Also ensure that the water in the tap is not too cold or too hot, but tepid and at the right temperature when you're watering your plants. The next tip is potting. If your plant is already in a pot, leave it like that and do not repot it as soon as you get it. Let it acclimatize to your home conditions first. We will talk more about acclimatizing in a bit. If the plant has been sent without any soil or pot, you could pot it immediately. And that is ideally how you should ask sellers to send your plant without any soil substrate, just the root ball wrapped in plastic or something like that. Most small sellers will sell it like that, but the more established sites will send it with a pot as they are set in their packing ways. But you can always tell the smaller sellers to send it like this without soil, as it does lesser damage to the leaves of the plant. The next thing is to find a perfect spot for your plant. Ensure you put your plant in a spot that it will love. For example, put a ficus that needs more light in a bright spot, but don't keep it immediately in harsh sunlight. Slowly move it closer to the spot that it would love. Get it used to that kind of light that you're going to ultimately give it. What you must do is keep it a few feet away from, if you have a south or a west exposure, keep it a few feet away and then eventually slowly move it closer to that direct bright sunlight. This is for plants that love direct sunlight. For low light plants, you could keep them directly in a spot that gets bright and direct light. Acclimatizing. This is important to understand. When the conditions around your plant changes drastically and when the plant has gone through a few days of transit and manhandling, then you have to understand that the plant is going through some stress. It might show this by either going dormant for a few months and not growing at all, not sending out a new leaf. Be rest assured that the plant will eventually start growing once it's settled down. So don't be impatient. Try to be as patient as you can, waiting for the plant to get used to the surroundings and then throw out new growth. The other thing the plant would do when it is stressed out is the leaves might start yellowing. All you can do in such situations is give the plant some time to heal and adjust to its new surroundings. Stop stressing too much around it. Give it the care it needs, but don't overdo anything. Be patient and wait for it to acclimatize. I hope today's video helps you in some way to have better success with online plant shopping. If it does, then please do give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, if there are any more tips you have to offer from what you have experienced, please do share them with us for the benefit of everyone. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Till then, stay green.